Hey everybody, thanks for watching Nibbles on Flicks. I'm your host, Jeff Reed. Don't forget to hit the like button. Help us get more eyes on our video so we can reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're a new viewer, thank you for watching our video. Hit the notification bell so you get more notifications about videos being posted. And this video, we're going to be talking about some related news that happened in the last couple of weeks. We got some Ironheart news. We also have some Amazon MGM talking about their slate, and they're excited about these couple of movies that are coming out for 2026. We also have some cool news about Mortal Kombat and Incredibles. And of course, SpaceBalls is back. So let's start with some Marvel news. Ironheart dropped their second trailer and also their release schedule on June 24th. They're actually dropping the first 3 episodes of the series, and then the remainder 3 are going to drop weekly after that. And I have to say, after watching the second trailer, I'm still not sold on this project at all. Trailer was not good. I do like that they're mixing up the magic and the technology together. However, this character wasn't even introduced in Black Panther that well either. And even though you got Ryan Coogler's name attached to it as executive producer, I just don't feel like this is a Ryan Coogler type project. I would just say that I wouldn't take any fault with this with Kevin Feige. This is still under that Bob Chapek era. And if you don't know about what happened at that time, Kevin Feige basically lost all his power when it comes to final decisions for projects at that time under Bob Chapek. And Chapek just wanted as much content as possible coming out because he wanted to roll out so much stuff on Disney Plus at the time. And as you see in the last couple of years, Marvel has suffered because of that. But ever since Bob Iger has came back into the fold and gave Kevin Feige's power back, we've seen basically the spike of production levels going back up again for Marvel. And that was with Thunderbolts. You saw what he did with Daredevil after the reshoots. You saw what he's going to do with Fantastic Four and Avengers, and he's going to help Sony with Spider-Man. So I would say you're going to start seeing the quality of these projects going back to Marvel quality. But for right now, I would just take a grain of salt with these Disney Plus TV shows that's coming out for the remainder of the year, because it's not really Kevin Feige's final say projects. These are Chapek's. So let's hope that the series is not too bad, and let's hope that it will surprise us and is actually good. But so far, the trailers, I'm just not sold on it. Amazon MGM talked about their billion-dollar slate, and according to Deadline, they talk about all the films that they're going to be releasing for 2025 and 2026, and that's a mix between streaming and also, most importantly, the theatrical runs. So at CinemaCon, they had one of the hugest presentations throughout the whole convention. They showed us like a 10 movie slate that they're actually releasing in theaters. And I have to say, they were one of the best presentations throughout the whole convention. It was really good to see them, that they actually are committed to a theatrical runs. And one of the films that they talked about, they actually started off their presentation was basically like their diamond, their top movie that they're going to release in 2026 is a movie called Project Hail Mary. It's based on a book and it's starring Ryan Gosling. And I have to say, the stuff that they showed behind the scenes, the trailers, the extended scenes that they had was absolutely amazing. I just cannot wait to see this film. And I hope soon they drop their trailer online so you guys can see the trailer. You guys are gonna, I think if you like sci-fi, you're gonna like this movie a lot, and I just can't wait to see it. Masters of the Universe is gonna be their blockbuster film for 2026. And even though they didn't really show us a trailer or anything like that, they did show us behind the scenes and some snippets of the film. And I have to say, the practical sets that they built, the costume designs they're doing, looks absolutely ripped from the cartoon. It's highly encouraging that they're actually taking it seriously. And I'm happy to know that, you know, the director, Travis Knight, who's done Bumblebee, who I think arguably made the best Transformer movies out of the entire series, he's taking this seriously. He understands the product. You could tell with the stuff that they showed at CinemaCon that they actually are going to do a proper Masters of the Universe film. And I just can't wait to see this film. As a fan of the He-Man universe, I just want a proper He-Man movie, and I think we're actually going to get it. So hopefully soon we'll get a trailer. The movie comes out in 2026, so hopefully we'll get something later this year, maybe in the fall or winter time during the holiday season. We'll get some kind of teaser or something like that. But overall, everything I've seen so far for this film got me excited to see this movie. And they're going to do a SpaceBalls sequel film. I just can't believe they're going to do this. You know, it's been like 38 years since the original came out, and I don't even know if this type of movie is going to, you know, be gonna make any money this year, or that type of comedy can actually work in this today's world. But it's gonna be cool. They're actually gonna release this film in 2027 in the theaters, and I love this movie as a kid. It was a very goofy movie. It's just not a parody on Star Wars. It's a parody of like a whole bunch of films during that time. So I guess I got a lot of material that, you know, they can pick from, you know, with 38-year hiatus there. But I'm actually kind of excited to see what they're gonna do with this. And the cool thing that they actually have some casting announcements too. So Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement, which I can't believe. Bill Pullman and his son, Louis Pullman, is going to be in the movie. Keke Palmer is going to be in it as well. She was awesome in One of Those Days. If you have not seen One of Those Days yet, I highly recommend this movie. I think this is the best comedy movie of the year so far. Definitely check that out. And they bring in Mel Brooks, who's like 98 years old. He's actually going to be writing and producing this film. I think maybe possibly directing too, but he's like 98 years old and he's gonna play Yoga, who's kind of like the Yoda of this universe. So I just can't believe that they're making this film. It's great. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to get more information and more news on it. And hopefully I have some kind of small presentation too at CinemaCon next year. And yeah, man, that's awesome. I think Amazon MGM is showing that they're serious about the theater experience, that they actually want to do more. They want to release more films. I mean, doing 10 films in a 12 calendar is absolutely amazing. And if they can do that and do a great job and be profitable, you know, maybe they'll stop putting a lot of their products on streaming, or maybe they were kind of know what to differentiate when it comes to what is actually a streaming movie and what's actually a theatrical film. So kudos for them. It seems like they're pushing it along, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do for 2026. Let's talk about a film that actually, I hope it redeems the pain from the first film, and that's Mortal Kombat 2. We got some news from Screen Rant saying that the producer Todd Garner mentions the first trailer will drop next month. So July is going to be a fantastic month for us. We're getting 3 great films in Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four, and we're going to get a cool trailer, hopefully a really awesome trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. I wasn't a fan of the first film. It started off really good with the Sub-Zero Scorpion fight, and then it just didn't land well towards the end of the film. It was just basically sloppy writing, but hopefully they can do a better job developing the story. It doesn't have to be like a perfect story, just something that has consistency and makes sense. And you know, the fight scenes were good, but this is hope they just do a better job when it comes to the whole entire project. So supposedly there's going to be 27 fights in this film, which is absolutely insane, and actually showed us some clips at CinemaCon, and everything they showed looked really, really good. It seemed like they might have got this right this time, and I'm really hoping they do, because this was a very fantastic film. Even though people say it's bad, but I love the original Mortal Kombat movie. Not the second one, but definitely the first one is one of my all-time favorite movies, because it was great and the soundtrack was banging. So I'm hoping they can match those levels. It's not too hard to do if you just develop a pretty good story and have a banging soundtrack. I'm sold, I'm in. That's all you gotta do for me. But what they're saying in this article as well, that they actually did like a test screening with some Mortal Kombat fans, and they said they had some kind of like a Avenger Endgame reaction to it. So they're saying there was a lot of people jumping them down, excited and screaming, and had a bunch of fans. But you have to remember, I would take this with a huge grain of salt. First, this is with Mortal Kombat fans, and second, the producer is saying this. I mean, he is part of the project. Of course, he's going to say the reactions for the test screens are absolutely amazing. But other than that, you know, let's see what they do. I'm looking forward to see the trailer dropping next month. And you know, like I said, if they can just redeem what they did in the first film, it started off great. I mean, the Scorpion Sub-Zero fight scene for the beginning of the film, it set up that movie to be very, very well, and then it just trickled down to just like, what are we doing? Like, come on, guys! Like, you start off great. Let's hope they can just do what they did in the first part of the scene for the entire scene. But I mean, hey, they're gonna do the tournament this time. You got 27 fights. Like I said before, just give me some good action, a decent story, and there's a banger of a soundtrack, and I'm sold. And finally, we get into our last news of the day, and that's Incredible 3 finds their director. So according to The Hollywood Reporter, Brad Bird, who was previously the director and writer for the last two Incredible films, he's actually writing and also producing this one as well. They found a director in Peter Song. He was the director of Elementals, and he will direct the film. And I actually think this is going to be a very good thing. And Peter Song did a great job with Elementals, and I think finding someone who can deal with multiple characters at once is a good thing. And even though, you know, Incredibles 2 was not that good as the original, maybe we can get some fresh blood into this. You know, we still got Brad Bird as part of the project. And that's all confidence that I need. We have a great director in place. We got the person who made the original film and the sequel, so he understands the characters, and I'm sure he's going to write a pretty good story. It was just the execution of Incredibles 2 wasn't as at the same level as the first Incredible films. But however, we're going to get a director who can actually put those great words that you can put on paper onto the screen. And I think we're going to get a good film because, like I said before, I just didn't really see Elementals being a good movie. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow, this is a really good film. He was able to use the different characters, all the characters he had in there, and actually make them into believing that they were a cohesive unit. So it was really good to see that we got a good director and Brad Bird still part of the project. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the news that we talked about today? Do you care about any news? What news are you super excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.